tune in. We know got the stats and the info. Rocking with Slim and B Bad, that's my kinfolk. We got everything you need and some more. Report live with the sports. It's time for uproar, 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 uproar.
What up, what up, what up? What's going on? This is another episode of Uproar Radio Show. And tonight, as we said, we got a couple special guests coming with us tonight, man. So I want to thank y'all for joining us episode as we continue this momentum of talking about not the Southern Heritage Classic. We're going to talk all things the last time Jackson State came to Tennessee State here in Nashville, Tennessee. The year was 1988, and it was an epic game of epic games, ending in a 27-27 tie. But before we do anything else, I need you to do a couple things for me. Please hit that like button on YouTube right there. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss any time that we go live. Our special guest that we got coming in, one of two. You know, the first one is my coach who recruited me into Tennessee State. He's a former Big Blue Tiger himself, running back, hero from Nashville, Tennessee, White Creek High School, none other than Coach James Reese. What's going on, Coach? Oh, man, how we doing? How we doing? Real quick, Coach, you sound muted on my end. Flem, can you hear him? Let's see if we can get your audio right. Flem, can you hear me? Okay. Coach, can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. I just can't hear you for some reason. Huh. Let's get this fixed here real quick. Like I said, while we trying to get this audio to come through on my end, like I said, for some reason I can't hear anyone. All right, how about now? Can you hear me?
Okay, man, my stuff dropped, man. Sorry about that. What's going on, Coach?
Yeah, like I can't hear him.
Yeah, I was having the same issue too. I had to go in and go back out, but I'm pretty sure you had an amazing intro, Reno, and that you tell the folks who we have on the show, because this is a double. A double shotgun going on tonight.
I definitely did. I said he's the first of two big guests we got coming in on here, man. Like I said, the top of this hour we got Coach James Reese, and then at the bottom of the hour we got Shannon Bo Harris, former Big Blue Tiger himself, quarterback, position coach. He was a quarterback coach. He's been offensive coordinator here 2-time. Then just coming off a UFL championship as a head coach of the DC Defenders. In that role, he's back coaching DC Defenders full force on this thing here. So we got a big show coming into this evening.
Yeah. So the other thing that's significant about Coach James Reese. Oh man, we're breaking up again. Coach James Reese is that he was on that team that was in 1988. So yeah, the last time Jackson State was here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah. I'm trying. So, Coach, try to talk for us one more time. Let's see if we can still hear you. No, nothing.
He got to go out and come back in.
Yeah, try going back out and coming back in. Let's see if we can. Miles, if you can help us out with that, please. Like literally. Yeah. Just like leave the whole stream and come back. There we go. Good deal. So like I said, while we waiting on Coach to come back, man, that's where we are with it, man. It's keeping up from this momentum and building from there is going to always be a good thing for us to really talk to, man. I'm really excited about hearing the different.
Now I can't hear you. Now I can't hear you, Reno.
Ah, my goodness.
I can't hear you. Coach, I can hear you now, Coach. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't hear nothing now.
I can hear you.
I can't hear y'all for real now.
Wow. But we can hear you. We can hear you.
What about now?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Wait a minute. Can you hear me? You
Mm-hmm.
can hear me? I can't hear
Yes.
y'all.
You can't hear me. All right. You know we love technology. Are you using your AirPods? Oh, you can't
I
hear me.
can't hear
See?
words y'all saying.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's see.
You can't hear me.
Okay. Well, just come back in. Just leave out. Just leave out.
I can't hear y'all. Go back out again. Try it again. Try it again.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We just had Coach on. We could hear him, but he couldn't hear us. So he's going back in and going back out.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
Sorry about this, folks. Boy, we gonna keep this ball rolling, man. So let's just go ahead and get to it, man. Um, as we're waiting for Coach to get back in here, um, real quick, Flim, tell me because you actually went to that game, right?
Yeah.
In '88.
Yeah.
Um, what was, and I'm gonna get Coach to tell us this as well too, but um, you know, can you kind of remember like what it was like, the atmosphere of that game?
Oh yeah. I mean, the hole was packed. Um, as Coach was saying when I pregame today, that Jackson State had a lot of preseason All Americans and All Americans on that team, and I just remember the atmosphere. Every time we went in the hole as a kid, it was always full. I don't never just it being a game that wasn't. So I mean, no different. But that's when it started tilting more for Jackson State. After that '86 season, Jackson State started to catch up and started to go on a little run. Even though that game ended up in a tie, which was disappointing to Tennessee State fans because every time we went on that field, and we especially in the hole, nobody was supposed to win or definitely or tie, but definitely not win. So
Yeah,
that's what I remember from it.
gotcha. Coach, you back? You still can't hear us?
Yo,
Okay,
I'm
there
here.
we go. There we go. All right, so
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
good deal. Good
All
deal.
right.
So the year is 1988. This your redshirt freshman year, man. Um, talk us through, that week of practice of what you can remember, um, the seriousness of this game, because in the pre-show, Flynn was just talking about it.
Reno,
Jackson
you
State
froze.
had a pretty damn loaded
You are
Defense.
frozen.
I'm frozen. Okay.
Can you hear me? Am I not frozen, Coach?
I can hear you fine. I can barely hear
Okay.
Reno yet.
Okay. So basically, what it is, I mean, tell us, what classification you were in 1988. Tell us where you came from, and tell us what position you played in 1988.
1988. I played running back. Um, I was actually moved running back that spring because I came to TSU as a safety. So I was my redshirt freshman year. Um, it was that game was different in the fact that it was a first time we in my career that we had a big game like that on campus. And from the time that we came out the locker room for pregame warm up, uh, you could tell that the atmosphere was different, and uh, the amount of people that was there. And when we went back in the locker room and came back out, I had never seen so many people in Hell Stadium uh, before that day. It was a great atmosphere. We had people everywhere. Um, Jackson State brought in a ranked team
Mhm.
to play us. The rivalry was what it was. I mean, they were still mad for years because John Mary left Jackson State, come Tennessee State. They still mad
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
today. Um, it was a great atmosphere. They had all Americans all over the field. As I told you earlier, ironically, they had a free safety named Richard Dent. They had a linebacker named Cammy Collins, who went on to play in the NFL. Um, Running back Lewis Tillman, who was like all world. And then back then, we still stayed on the yard for the game, and we was going to one of our meetings, and you know, he done drove up there with one of his friends talking about he gonna bust 100 on us. So the shenanigans started long before we hit the field.
Oh
But
wow.
it was definitely a great atmosphere um, to play in, to be a part of, um, and even though we didn't come out with the win, we definitely did not lose that one in the hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was a very hard fought game. And like I said, that's when it started tilting a little bit. After we beat them twice in '86, in the regular season in the hole, and then in Jackson, Mississippi. They caught a little fire towards later the '80s and the '90s. But the other thing I think we failed to mention, and since we had a little technical difficulty, not only were you a player at Tennessee State University, you was also a coach.
Hmm.
You was on the staff when I was on the team. You were
Hmm.
elevated to the offensive coordinator when you guided the 1999 team to 11-0, the number one team in the country. That was under your time as OC. But then you
Hmm.
also became the head coach at Tennessee State University,
Right.
and from is this 2001 to 2004, correct?
2000 and 2004.
Okay. And so our next guest, not going ahead, but you actually coached Shannon Bo Harris. That was your quarterback, right?
That's right.
Okay. So, we're just putting and threading this needle because we're showing the importance of all of us, and then you have had a major contribution to Tennessee State University. Being a kid from Nashville, Tennessee, playing at the heralded White Creek High School as a Cobra,
Yep.
under the tutelage of Coach Cool and Coach Dies Armstrong.
That's right. Dias and Armstrong.
So, we're just really excited to have you here.
What's
I
up,
think,
Coach? What's up, Coach?
yeah, we
What's
can
up,
hear
man?
Badler. You can hear Badler now. Can we hear Reno yet?
Yes.
Reno still
Okay.
froze.
Okay. Reno's still frozen to you. Okay, so I'll keep going. So Badler, we've been talking a little bit. We're having a little technical difficulty. So, we're just kind of getting these things
Reno
smooth.
broke his mic.
Now, okay. There it is. So what it is,
Yeah,
so we
Reno
back.
went out. Now I can't hear nobody.
You can't hear nobody?
Here we go.
Can
Reno
you,
back.
Now he unfroze. I can't hear nobody.
You good?
I hear you, Reno.
Can't hear a word. Reno, what you do?
I don't know. I tried to step out real quick just to see if that would help,
Reno
but
messed the whole thing up.
my goodness.
See if you
Yeah.
can log back out, then log in. See if that worked. You did
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. We've
So
done that already.
I can hear everybody. I can hear Bather. I can hear Reno. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I can hear everybody.
Okay. But Coach can't hear. Okay. So it's Coach. All right.
Yeah.
So Bather, we've been talking about that 1988 game. It was a 27-27 tie. Coach shared with us the atmosphere. We know you was born like what 1 year later.
That same year. That's when I came out the womb. My mama was in school. She was at TSU.
Okay.
So she was still in school, and I was born on campus.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He a Wilson Hall baby.
I don't know if it was Wilson. I don't think it was Wilson Hall. I think it was, the apartments. I don't know.
They didn't have no apartments back then.
You was a Wilson Hall baby. You was a Wilson Hall. You were a Wilson Hall baby.
I guess y'all got to fix it.
Yeah, man.
Say I'm from the zoo, huh?
Yeah, man. So Coach, we was just talking about Bather. He was born in '88. His mom was still on campus. So we was like, he's a Wilson Hall baby.
Yeah, man. I'm 37 now. 88.
That's all right. Well, now I will tell you this before y'all get to Shannon. I know Shannon's coming up. So in 2001, 2001, they had to postpone the game because of 9/11. And we ended up playing, I forget the date, but we ended up going back to Memphis and playing them there. And Shannon lit them boys up that's the largest score we ever beat Jackson State by.
7 touchdowns.
Shannon lit them boys up.
Yeah.
It was just, ironically that's how it happened. But he played probably his best game. He played probably his best game in that Memphis Classic that year. But having Jackson State come to Nashville is gonna be big.
Yeah,
it's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah, man. So I put a quick poll on our Instagram page there. I said, do we anticipate this crowd being under 35,000, or do we anticipate this crowd being over 40,000? So I'll toss it to you, Flim. Where you think this crowd number is going to be? Over 40,000?
Yeah, so I think it has the chance. It has the chance because I've already kind of dedicated from the last show that I'm pretty positive that Jackson State will send 20. Will bring 20. And, so that being said, we got to match that energy. So I think we fill that whole bottom bowl up. I think at university and at the athletic department needs to be preparing for overflow on that bottom, because I think that bottom is around 35,000.
Mm-hmm.
And
about
quite 28,000, Coach.
Yeah,
okay. So yeah, definitely I would be preparing for an overflow plan for that game, just because of 38 years, because we haven't played in a couple of years. This is the new rivalry that's home and home, which everybody's been waiting for a very long time.
Yeah. And
Jackson State is on the road. Jackson State, like I said, is the top HBCU school in attendance when it comes to football games, the top FCS school. So you got to anticipate that they're going to be 20. So yeah, absolutely.
What you think, Bather? You think it's going to go over 40 or stay under?
Man, we want to be honest. Last time I seen that thing packed out was when when Coach Sanders then was playing like that.
You talking about 99?
Yeah, that's when
99 homecoming.
That thing was
that's the most packed we've ever had it there. Yeah,
they had people sitting in the red.
Yeah,
And
No, they was in the blue. They was on the third level.
I mean, but you see, they had some people sitting in the red, like just club section. I don't know how they got up there. I looked up there like, how we get up there?
I
But I
only
mean,
remember people on the third floor, on the third level. But you
I
probably
think
right.
everybody should be there if they promote it like it's supposed to. We're gonna keep this momentum rolling.
Yeah.
I think it should be a nice, John Merritt Classic, Jackson State beat down. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah. Coach, what you got, Coach?
Well, well, it was Philadelphia then when
Yeah.
we
Oh,
played
definitely.
Alabama. We played Alabama State, and it was packed when we had the first John Merritt Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackson State will travel. It's gonna be on our good old Big Blue, the real Big Blue, to take
Yeah.
it over the top. It's gonna be on us, and we got to come out. We got support. And yeah, they got a couple of players that played for us last year on their team now, but
Oh, for
this
real?
will be. Yeah,
Oh
they got
yeah.
a couple. Yeah, they
They
got a
had
Yeah.
one of
couple.
my kids on their team a while when the year they won the chip. I had a DN on that squad.
So,
Okay.
so I think I truly believe that Coach Barlow and the staff will get the guys ready to play and get them ready to go. He's gonna have a full time. This time he's not coming in at the last minute. He's gonna have a chance to get his guys into a full winter conditioning program and
Yeah.
be able to not just implement everything on the fly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That's what's gonna be key. I like to I'm very optimistic about it going over 40 again. I mean, it's if it's one thing I know our fans will show up for, it'll be when we play Jackson State, no matter where that is. So, anything less than what we've ever had at the game in Memphis all these years, anything less than that, I'd be wildly shocked if we don't touch that number. Um, again, with us not playing them in the last 3 years now, I think it is. Um,
Yeah, it's been about 3.
so yeah, so it's like, this there should be some excitement from it from that standpoint to where it should be one heck of a turnout for that game. But what's more important now is just this is the conversation that we potentially have is it's going to be, as coach said, and we've said it so many times before him. It's man, they're this, and I'm gonna take your sentence on this film. We better use this as momentum for the rest of the season when it comes to how fans support. You know, um, like I said, we need to use it as momentum. So getting out of this notion of getting out of this thought process of um, depending on it's too many years. It's been about who exactly are we playing, because you say you want more HBCUs on the schedule, but that's not what you're saying. Your truth is you want particular ones on the schedule, right? So the rest of them at the end of the day, it still won't matter, So it's changing that mindset and growing and getting our fan base, truly tracking it that way. Because again, I mean, and as you said, this too, Flam, take another one from you. Um, their fans at Jackson State know how to show up every Saturday at home for them, and that's something that we got to learn. That's something that we got to learn.
So, Coach,
Yo,
before we let you go, um, we talked about the crowd. We talked
hmm
about the build up to the game. Tell me something
hmm
memorable about that 1988 game. Uniform colors, plays, just something that you think about. Like, man, that was that '88 game.
Man, I can't. Well, one thing I can't say, I tell y'all off the. I tell
Ah,
y'all off.
man,
I can't tell
no,
it. I
coach.
can't. I can't tell it. I
Man.
can't
See,
tell it.
this is what I be looking forward to, and he about to
Tell
keep
it.
it to. We gotta hit the line, turn the
Well,
live off.
I would tell you. Well, I tell you this way. We had like I said, I was playing running back then, and They had an All-American linebacker named Cameron Collins. I will never forget this as long as I live. And we ran a play, and he came up and he knocked our center out. I sent a land on the ground, and that mother literally stood over him and said, "Look at the little baby." I said, "Lord have mercy."
Oh,
What we got ourselves into.
oof.
But you know
Yeah.
that from a from a fun standpoint. But man, it was just how how guys fought and came together because we didn't want to let down uh, the big blue fan base. And at the
Oh yeah.
end of the day, guys, like y'all talking about, it's gonna be our fans have to start to come out and have to be that extra person for our team. You know, we should never be in a situation like we were this year when we played uh, um, North
North Dakota
Dakota
State.
State. They had
Yeah.
more fans in the stands than we had. It like they took over our home. They took over our home field. So we had to come out. We had to support. And at the end of the day, go be blue, boss.
Go
Yes,
blue.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Well, look, coach, man, I definitely appreciate you coming on real quick, just sharing some quick insights about that 1988 game. Last time they came up here to Nashville, man. So, that's gonna be the thing, man, for the next few months here, as this thing really builds up, and we got some more big dogs coming in. We got Anzi, he'll be on. We got Lee Smith, he'll be on. A.T. Anthony Owens, he'll be on. Wade will be on. So we're gonna Fuller be on. We're gonna pull some guys from around that space right there.
Yeah,
Uh, Going forward.
yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. Again, hey, y'all doing a great job, man. Appreciate y'all getting the word out about y'all illustrious alma mater,
Yes,
TSU.
sir. Yes, sir,
You know
man.
it, man.
All
We
right,
appreciate you, coach.
no problem, man. Talk to y'all later.
All
Yep.
right.
All right, man. That was Coach, as I know him, James Reese, and but James Reese, man. Like I said, I'm so thankful for him, and he knows this. As my class was the first class he ever had that had all of their scholarships, and one thing that he taught us as he was recruiting my freshman class was he was like, I'm entrusting you all to be the ones to get this right. And I wish that he would have had a longer time with us to really see it come through, because a lot of those, pretty much everybody that was successful the next 4 years from 2004 to 2008 were part of his recruits from my class, man. So like I said, thankful for him for that, man. But yeah, man, back to it, man. As we said, man, we got a really, really good game here, man. And I think for me, one of the things that I'm gonna make sure I get a chance to do, and I'm gonna definitely need is, your help on this as well too, Flim, is that um, is to be able to find a connection with the former Jackson State players as well too. Once they get here, I'm working on some stuff that I want to put together so we can have, we can have our own locker room talk with each other. Have some good times about that stuff, man, and show them a good time with all things, all things Nashville, man.
Well, what you think you got going on,
Hey,
man?
man,
What I'm saying, man.
I just seen
What you think this is?
I just seen all this red and white in the corner. I'm like, hold up, man. We flexing gear today. I just got my jacket in the mail like 2 weeks ago, man. I ain't got the busted open yet.
Hey, so what we didn't get a chance to share is that Coach James Reese is a Newt. Okay,
I put it together.
Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna always be about 5 new pies. So
I hear you.
But we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
This is a new one, Coach. You don't like this when you see the road side on there?
Yeah, I see you. It looks real nice.
You see that tiger right there, Coach?
Oh, okay. I thought that. Yeah, that looked good. I'm always proud of you, B. You know what I'm saying? But you made an interesting decision. You know what I'm saying?
Send the pole out, Reno. Send the pole out.
We're just living.
Who's Jackie hitting harder right now, Reno?
Hey, man.
We're
gonna put in the comment section. Hey, I need everybody. for those folks right now watching on the live, put in the comment section, man. Who Jack look better, man? Is it them? Is it them boys from Kappa Land? Is it them boys from Omega Land, man? Who you rolling with? Who you rolling with out here? Kappa Land, Omega Land. Who you rolling with?
My bad, Flynn. I just had to,
No doubt, man.
So
yeah,
man.
That's gonna be the big tailgate too. The Kappas and the Qs at Jackson State. That's gonna be a nice little outing, Coach.
Oh yeah, I mean, because you got to understand that 88, those 80s guys, Lee Smith, James Reese, James Wade, Marcus Didell, Anthony Owens, all of them are Alpha Theta Nu.
I already know. AT.
Yeah. So, hey, that's when the news was running the yard, man. That's when it was tough out there, baby.
I hear you.
So it's gonna be interesting, man. So let's kind of get into this a little bit more while we're waiting on Shannon to come in as we talk about, his experience, because he has
Harris to you, man. That ain't Shannon, that's Coach Harris, man.
He has as he has some good stuff coming in, man. I want to talk about, let me frame this way, because it's still too early to project what we think. Some things to look forward to, but we'll do it anyways because it's early. Why not, right? But where are some things? And I'll go to you on this first, Bather. Where is one place from a position standpoint that you're hoping to see that we got it right on, that we improved on? Just give me one position.
I'm gonna say defensive backs.
Okay.
I just think the defensive back game is it's a slim margin. Like the really good ones are good. Everybody else is just terrible to me sometimes. And I'm not just talking about us. I'm talking about football overall. A lot of these guys, these DBs, they're not tackling. They just, everybody just waiting to go make plays. I don't see too many guys just breaking on balls and, coming up with big hits. And I'm just hoping that we find us some guys back there in the secondary that can get developed this spring. They can learn, what to look at and get a little confident and understand and trust their speed and understand, like, look, you got to be close to guys, man. You can't just let guys run free in open space, even though it's zone coverage. You still got to be close to guys. You got to trust your speed, and you got to come tackle, man. You watch that championship game, that boy from Miami, he was hidden. The boy from Tennessee, right? What's his name? You know him from Tullahoma. He played safety for Miami. Number 8. I forget his name.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
I know. I like him, man.
Okay, yeah.
I like him. I like the way he tackled. But the Indiana DBs was pretty solid too. But they in the championship game. So you see what I'm saying? The better we can get at that safety, that corner position, the more success we should have. Because the defensive line, offensive line, they're gonna make their plays. But once they get through that line and we don't got nobody to make no plays, bro, it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, I mean, if it's one thing that we've watched them, and this is my thoughts on Jackson State post Coach Deion Sanders, Prime Sanders, is they've definitely shifted more towards a more of a balanced style of approach. Because when it was Shador, it was all pass, it was all run shoot. What running game they had. It's like at that time, in that 2 years there, they trying to run the ball.
Yeah, they was running out of spread formations.
They wasn't trying to run the ball.
Out, try to run it against a small box.
You can say we want to improve our running game, but if you're not running power, counter, buck sweeps, all variations of stuff like that, you ain't trying to run the ball. And that is shifted to some degree under Coach T.C. Taylor, man. So
Taylor.
I'm looking forward to seeing some of that action going back and forth this fall with the teams, man. Some good thumping. I expect some good thumping to go on out there as well too, on that field.
I think too. I mean, I ain't trying to take it away from football, but I'm definitely trying to see this band matchup, man. I really want to see the Sonic Boom versus the Aristocrat, man. I was at a game one time in the Liberty Bowl. Them boys got the scrap and the band was fighting, man, on the field. You know what I'm saying? It was somebody tried to break the symbol line, and then, you know,
that was Grambling. That was against Grambling. That fight, that fight was against Grambling, and I was at that game as well. But yeah, that was a pretty intense situation. But you know, not to just talk about the band situation, but you know, you talking about DBs, and we know you're a former DB. It has to be in the trenches for Tennessee State University.
Yeah.
As you just said, TC Taylor has brought a physical brand of football to Jackson, Mississippi, and they run the football. They are a running team. You know, there's been several times this year where they rushed for over 250 yards in the game and had two, 100-yard rushes in the game. So, you know, we're going to have to control the line of scrimmage and compete and not let Jackson State run inside, outside zone and run RPO and have us in a 6-man box, because they're spreading us out and not be able to hold up.
But see, that's what I'm saying. If we can get the D-line fixed, coach, and, they taking on double teams and they clearing them lanes, bro, them safeties are the extra players, bro. They the ones nobody's blocking. You at safety, nobody blocking you. Mm-hmm. So we need some guys gonna come down and they're running back, coach.
Yeah. I agree.
That's my stance.
Like, that was my correction. Line fixed, but the DB's not tackling. They're still.
We missed a lot of tackles this year. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we was missed tackle you this year. Yeah, so I do understand that point. As we wait for Shannon to come up, I gotta, we talked about the importance of banding together and bringing all the alumni together because we know the presence that Jackson State is going to bring to Nashville. But I got a call from basically a family member, extended family member down in Jackson, Mississippi this week. And
ring.
And he said, "Hey Derek, I've been on that website." He said, "I said, what you doing on the website, Uncle Cal?" And he said, "I was trying to get my RV pass and my tailgate pass." And he said, "Where they at?" And I was like, "Look, I can't answer that question." And he said, "Well, somebody need to answer this question real soon because I just bought a new RV for this guy."
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
I mean, these folks are coming, what I'm saying? And I don't want to belabor the point, but I don't think people really recognize that, the magnitude of what this thing is getting ready to be and the type of presence that Jackson State University is going to have in Nashville. I'm going to, kind of make the example of how a couple of years back when we went to Howard and, we went to Howard and the whole thing was take over DC, take over Howard homecoming. And, that task right there, was a much smaller task than what you're facing on August the 29th. Mm-hmm. Those folks are coming here to do exactly what we did in DC. And, we got to make this thing, we got to all be there, man. You have to all be there. And then
it ain't like we gassing them up. It's just we trying to tell everybody, listen, it's time.
Yeah.
With this New Year's 2026, the season starting in August. Look, everybody get ready, turn your TSU blue on, and let's get to it, man. Let's, people got to embrace it, man. You got to embrace, like, everybody in their careers, everybody doing their thing. But you can't forget, man, you a Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be where you at without Tennessee State.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all came from, like you said, Wilson, baby, Boyd Hall, Hale Hall, Rudolph. Everybody that wore that big blue, you got to take that pride and get it back. You got to pat, like, listen, man, hey, we going to be in Nashville on whatever date it is. What's the date, Reno?
It's August.
August 29th.
Yeah, August 29th.
No, August 28th, then. Is it August 28th?
August 28th. We're going to call this pre-homecoming. All right?
No, it's not the Southern Heritage Classic.
Oh, Southern Heritage Classic.
It's not the Southern Heritage Classic.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, it's not the Southern Heritage Classic.
It's not. Oh, I get it.
Thank you. See across the board, not the Southern Heritage Classic.
I see. I didn't get the memo. I was wondering why I said that. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Not,
hey,
but
we
what
got to make sure that
is it? The John Mayer though?
Yes,
You confusing me now, dog.
I know.
Oh man, it's not the Southern Heritage Classic. It's the John Mayer Classic. It's the
There we
pre-homecoming.
go.
It's the get down. It's the battle between the two Tigers. Remember the Tigers.
Yeah, it'll be good,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, but yeah. So for me, this is where my stance was. It's I want to see our D line play, to truly be the mark for us, um, um, and particularly our inside D linemen, interior D linemen. Like, I have not seen us play in the backfield consistently, from a D lineman standpoint in quite some time. And we've done really good at just holding up, and but I need to get back to the days of guys playing in the backfield from that space right there, man. So I'm excited to really see that come to life, because when that D line is playing in the backfield, everybody else plays so much better.
So talk about when it comes to recruiting D linemen. Like,
I mean, when it
what
comes
type
to
of guy,
recruit
what
D
type of guy
lineman,
you
man, it
looking for,
is. I mean, from my angle, it is really looking at film on guys from what do they do on rundowns, what do they do on downs that are giving that could be either run or pass. Let me see that, and then let me evaluate how you still come off the ball, because in a world where everyone's trying to get a sack, and you flip your hips the wrong way and you open up a lane that wasn't supposed to be there, all that kind of stuff, right? So it's just like, we gotta make sure that that we're still playing sound, taking care of the run first, and then getting after it. I mean, prime example, like you literally saw that on the highest level recently with this, Miami Indiana game. Both of them D lines were playing, in the backfield a lot, and both quarterbacks was, had pressure on them. So I mean, like that's what I want to see, man. Because again, when your D line is handling business like that, everyone else plays so much better.
So I definitely agree. I also just want to touch on the point, like we got to find some dogs. When it comes to dogs, I'm not just saying on the field. I'm talking about off the field, man. We need them big, nasty dudes that they come in, they bully people, they play too much. But when it's time to get busy, we need some people that's gonna get busy, man. I'm tired of these big soft boys. It's all quiet, soft spoken, and they all no, man. Give me I know Dion got in trouble for it when he was recruiting, but man, we need them dudes that come from rough neighborhood. They got something that they got something to work for. You feel me?
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying, Flam? Like I need somebody that's gonna be mad when they get 2 yards. They give up 2 yards, they mad. They ready to fight.
yeah.
We're gonna get a few we're gonna get a few hands to the faces. We're gonna get a few roughing the passers. You feel me? We're gonna get a few, you know what I'm saying? Hey, unsportsmanlike conduct on 99 for you know what I'm saying. I need some of that, coach.
Yeah, you got to. So real quick, I want to bring our next special guest onto the stage. We got none other than himself, Mr. Shannon Bo Harris, my coach. I call him Coach Shannon
Nah, you
Harris,
don't call him
man.
coach. Coach, he was calling by your first name earlier,
QB
coach.
legend.
I had to tighten him up.
Harold from Mississippi, came to Nashville, Tennessee State to do his thing. We're about to get into what a game he had against Jackson State. Probably the greatest game a Tennessee State players ever had against Jackson State, man. And Flim, in this game, he had this great statistical game against who again from Jackson State?
He had him against T.C. Taylor.
T.C. Taylor. T.C. Taylor.
The last time T.C. Taylor, Coach Harris BTA'd him.
Yeah,
hey man. Hey, the terror, right? Look, glad
No
to be
doubt.
on the show, brother. Glad to be on the show once again.
Welcome back, Coach.
From alma mater back to my own seat now, back with DC. But yeah, my man TC, man, he know what it is. Made
You
them
know what
boys
it
quit. They tapped out.
No way, he
And
tapped out,
so
Coach.
they tapped out and had every excuse. Well,
Yeah.
the game was played here. The game was played. Look, man, y'all decided to get on the bus and come to Memphis, Tennessee,
Yeah.
and take that butt with her. I did
Right.
not make nobody get on that bus
Uh-uh.
to go to Memphis from Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh
Where
yeah.
the
Okay,
footage at, coach?
yeah, I didn't do it.
We gotta
So
see it.
that's my homeboy, man, TC Taylor, and now you know he got to get it.
Yeah, he definitely does. So
Yeah.
man, so yeah, man, coach, let's get into this a little bit, man. So again, your time against Jackson State, we shared our time against them. As you know, you was on staff and you was a part of. I'm one of those folks who can say they never lost to Jackson State, which is a great thing. I get to throw it in their face every time I see somebody from there, man. But as you're walking into this game and you're understanding and getting a good feel of the height of the game as a player. Did you? How many guys did you play against during that time that you played against in high school, potentially from the Mississippi area?
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't. It wasn't a lot of guys that necessarily played on Jackson State team that was from my high school, but I did go to junior college with a lot of those guys, and that I played against, and not only for Jackson State, but even Mississippi Valley when we played them that year. During my season, we played them for homecoming,
Mm-hmm.
and so which that's another story where we beat the brakes off them too.
Breaks off
So
of 'em.
uh, with, man, me being from Mississippi, and my family are Alcornites, so a lot of my family played at Alcorn, man, and I would go to the Soul Bowl every season, and I just remember, when Steve McNair was playing, my brother was playing there with them as well, and so I was on crutches, and I was a kid in middle school on crutches at that game, and that thing was swole. When I say swole, I mean it was no seats in the stadium in
Yeah.
Jackson, Mississippi, in the vet. And so you had to get it how you live. So, but to be in that stadium and standing room only. But
Crutches. Yeah, the
when I
crutches
was in
on.
there, I've always said, you know what, man, I don't want to go to Jackson State, even though I love them, but I want to go to a school that's gonna play them. And lo and behold, man, I had an opportunity. Coach James Reese, invited me over, man, and brought me on board. Me and one of my teammates from junior college, Ruben Joyner. And so we both got there, man. And my first year we played against them. I didn't get a chance to play my first season there. Kenton Evans did an amazing job there, and he threw a boatload of touchdowns to my boy Jay Hall. They
Yeah.
lit it up. It was
Yep.
fireworks show. I think it was like triple overtime, maybe four overtimes, and it was a fireworks show. And then the next season in 2001, of course, we all was affected by it from a world standpoint with the World Trade Center 9/11, and so that thing went down. But then they changed the date of the game, and it's just so happened it was on Thanksgiving Day, and
What? For real?
it was another fireworks show,
What?
Yes, sir.
and so
Yes, sir.
yeah, it was another fireworks show, man, and let them tell it. I didn't say it. These guys were from Jackson, Mississippi, from Jackson State.
Hmm.
Oh man, well,
They
we
had
weren't
checked
really
out.
we didn't want to play this game.
Right.
We didn't want to. I hear you cry, bro. I
Yeah.
hear you cry.
Oh
But
yeah.
Wow.
y'all could have said and decided to not get on the bus and not come play. But y'all
Yes,
got on
sir.
that bus and came to play. I talked
What
to
was
my
the
man.
score?
Oh,
64
it,
to 33.
yeah, it was a lot to the little.
64 to 33.
64.
But
And 64. 64
64.
to
It,
33. And
yeah.
he threw for 7 touchdowns.
Dang, see, Coach Harry, you ain't tell me you was like that, Coach.
Yeah, I was like that, man. That didn't just happen. Romo got it too.
Right?
Yeah.
You got Romo too?
Yeah.
Man, he got 7 of them too.
Yeah.
Woo.
So a lot of guys got it, man, and so they got BTA for sure. But
Yeah.
no, man, that year it was a really good season, man, for us, and we lit the scoreboards up for sure, and with great teammates, man, and it was an exciting time for us, and you know. For me at that point in time too, it was one of them situations to where like the first time a quarterback threw for over 3,000 yards in a long time, and then we doubled that up. When I was there in 2019 as a coordinator at that point, with a walk-on quarterback, as my boy Flair called him, the plumber,
Plumber, baby.
and he broke my
Rosendahl.
record. He broke my
Yeah.
record, man.
Yeah.
So,
You talking about Mike
uh,
G?
No,
No, Cam
sir.
Rosenthal.
nah,
Cameron Rosendahl.
Cameron Rosendahl.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, no, Mike G didn't touch none of these numbers.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So Cameron Rosendahl came and stepped in, man, when I was there as a coordinator and broke my record, which I was impressed by because I'm like, if anybody gonna break it, thank God I'm coaching them.
Yeah,
Right.
So that was amazing, man, and so exciting.
good deal,
Hey,
good
coach.
deal.
Hey, coach, check this out. So, we both Mississippi boys, man.
That's
And
right.
everybody that knows me and your relationship understands the affinity and that, the love I have for you. And I know you have the same for me. So I'm gonna go back to a conversation we just had this fall when you was in Nashville trying to hold the program together. You was named the head coach to the UFL, just won a championship. The Tigers needed you. You got on down here. You brought your family. You brought your little baby girls, and you sacrificed it all. Didn't have no off season in 2025 at all. Didn't rest 1 month in the play coaching football for 12 straight months. I don't know anybody who would try it, and you did it. But we were having a conversation, and we were talking about Jackson State University, right? And Jackson State was heading out to Las Vegas to play Grambling this year. And I said to you, I said, Coach, I said, man, well, how many people you think gonna be out there, Coach? And I said, man, probably about 20,000, 25,000. Vegas a long way away. You said, Coach, you crazy. It's gonna be more than 30,000 because when that game was announced, good Mississippi folks gonna put 100 on it back on every check to make sure they be good. They be there and be there how they want to be there. So what you think them crowd and them Texas State folks gonna do up here, Coach? If they did that in Vegas with Graham, what you think they're gonna try to come up here and do with us?
Man, for those folks that go to Vegas to do that, which I already knew, like you said, we talked about it when the schedule came out, and we kind of pre-planned it. And so I'm like, man, it's gonna be at least 40 plus there. And lo and behold, man, them folks showed up and showed out. And they have true blue fans there at Jackson State, man. And it's impressive. And just to come up the road, a car ride away, not even a long flight away, they gonna bring their RVs and park them up probably Thursday evening and have them parked out there. And if the people try to stop them from parking them out there, they're gonna park them somewhere near.
Yeah,
So they coming, lo and behold, they coming, man. And so the LRV is gonna be parked out there, full in effect. The boom coming, and then they gonna bring another 15 to 20,000 themselves. You thought we had something when North Dakota State came. They're coming
They
from
coming.
Mississippi. They're coming, man. And so I need for all of our Tennessee State alum to not just match their intensity, but to overwhelm their intensity.
got to,
That's
got
right.
to.
And I think it's a great thing, man. Just that history, that tradition. The competition bring out the best. You feel me? So them
No doubt.
coming, that should bring the best out of us too. You see what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. We need a colossal support. I mean, a huge support of people to be there this week when that first game of the season.
Yeah, man. I'm getting
No
my ticket,
question.
man. I'll be there. Reno,
Yeah.
make sure, come on, get Nashville ready.
Hey
Reno,
man, hey,
get
like I said,
Nashville.
like coach, I'm already working on it. I said, I mean, I'm trying to make sure that we got something, set up for, for the players that Friday night. I'm trying to start something then, do something then, with both sides of us to link up as
Hmm.
well too.
Are
I've
you
already,
talking about like both former alumni,
yeah,
both
heck yeah,
JSU?
on both
I
sides.
think that'll jump. I think that'll be a good little groove
Heck yeah, on
too.
some on both sides. I mean, like it ain't nothing that it ain't gonna be overdone. It's like, look here, man, this is where we
Count
gonna
me
be at.
in. Count me in. I
Yeah, I
tell you
think
this, like I tell you this, like when we played and I was coaching at Alabama State under Coach Barlow at the time, and Tennessee State came down and played us with Reed. And
Mm-hmm.
so my homeboy, your frat brother, Flam, Bubba Head, man, Reginald Hawkins hosted
Reginald.
a huge party at his place, man. And he Tennessee State alum, and he played basketball at Tennessee State. At homeboy as well, and so he hosted a big event at his place. And I tell you, it was a lot of Tennessee State folks and a boatload of Alabama State folks. So to your point, Reno, with that being said, hey man, I say do it and make it a fun event for sure.
Well, you know the place I'm gonna choose, but you know the spot.
What's the
Hmm.
spot?
I'm not gonna say it right now, but he
Oh,
know
man.
the spot.
To be
We've been there.
continued.
To
We've
be
been there.
continued.
We've been
Yeah,
there. We've been there. So like that's gonna be the perfect
to
spot
be
for this.
determined. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right. No
Hey,
doubt,
so
man.
coach, check us out. We're talking about the rivalry. You've participated, but let's talk about what's going on with Coach Harris and are the UFL defending champions, the DC Defenders. Well, I know we're early in the season. I know you just had the draft. What you looking like, Coach?
They got an event coming up too, right? Don't you got
We
something
got
coming
to,
up this week?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
2 weeks?
man. I need all the Tennessee State alums back in DC to be a part of it. And if you feel like getting a flight to come hang out in DC, February 1st, matter of fact, come up January 30th and hang out with us too. But February 1st, we're gonna have a fan rally, man. It's gonna be huge from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Audi Field. So that's gonna be huge for us. But the main thing is, man, yeah, we had a really good draft, and so we're excited about that. And then, man, they're making it hard for us already, man.
Oh,
And
for real? They trying
we
to
gonna
handicap you.
main. You feel me? That's one thing they do for us, man. But that's okay. We're gonna maintain the terror, and then we're gonna cause havoc when the season get ready to tee up.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
Hey,
coach.
hey, coach, tell me
I
this.
might be there. I
I
might
know
be
it's a
there, coach.
difficult thing to do in the UFL when it comes to continuity. But how consistent is your roster from last year's championship team to this one? Did you have some? Again, I know you always want to make sure that the guys play good and they get that shot in the NFL. But with that being said, how many left for the NFL, and who's going to be coming back, and what's the continuity like for your roster coming up for this new season?
Yeah, continuity is vital, man. And that's on every level. Continuity, not just from a player standpoint, but from a coaching standpoint, from a support staff standpoint. All that stuff matters. But we lost our guy Chris Rowland in the draft. They blew the whole thing up. So, but that's okay. I think we're gonna find a way to figure it out.
Where
And
Chris go? Who
right
got him?
right now, man, Chris with Orlando. So.
Mm,
But that's okay, man. We're gonna find a way to get some more Tennessee State guys on the
Ah,
roster and
man.
get it back going.
You know
We're
he
gonna
was
find
sick.
a way to get my guy rolling back too as well. But continuity matters, man, on every level. I mean, in Pop Warner High School, junior college, college, just every level of football. Our
yeah,
level, UFL and NFL continuity matters. You saw that with the Detroit Lions, right? When they lost
yeah,
their coordinators and lost a lot of players, all that stuff matters. But at the same time, man, we excited for what we have because we did a great job of maintaining some good continuity with our squad. We had a team meeting tonight, and so we're excited for those guys to come back and to get back going, man. So everything is in play, and the bullseye's on our back, and that's okay.
yeah,
That is okay. We appreciate that bullseye being on our back because it means we did something good, man. And we don't just take pressure, we apply pressure. And like I told the team tonight, man, pressure can do two things. It can either bust pipes or make diamond, and we're in the diamond business. So
yeah,
yep,
Go
we are
slam
we
with
are
them
all locked and
diamonds.
loaded. Yeah, we are in the diamond business.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. All right. Well,
That was
shoot, Cole,
up.
like I said, I know we getting up on it. I know you got to go, but before we go, like I said, I still want to touch on just briefly on this NFL Conference Championship weekend. You got Patriots, Broncos, you got Seahawks, you got Rams. Let's talk this Seahawks Rams game, man. Um, what do you think is going to happen from this game? Do you see? I think both defenses are obviously good. I really feel like Seahawks defense is looking a lot like 2012 Legion of Boom before we knew there was the Legion of Boom right now. They're really looking like that. But what do you see about from that game? You see, Matt Stafford and McVay figuring it out, or do you see the Seahawks putting a lot of pressure on them and Sam Darnold just doing what he needs to do? Hey, make the play, make those few plays he just needs to make, right? So what do you
Yep,
what do you see from that game?
no doubt, man. Like I played quarterback and I'm an offensive person, but at the end of the day, man, I believe in defense first. And if your defense is aggressive and can stop people and hold people down and do all that stuff that what it needs to take, that's the team that's gonna win. As long as the quarterback don't mess it up. So I'm saying that to say the defense is gonna cancel themselves out. And if all uh, my man Sam Darnold got to do is play a clean game and they'll win. Matt Stafford will, he gonna take his chances, he gonna take his shots. But as long as Sam Darnold don't turn the ball over, don't give these guys extra possessions, and or just turnover, period, for Seattle, I think Seattle win the game.
Gotcha. There's something I heard. I heard an NFL
Reno,
analyst
he
say
sound
this.
like you, Reno. Ain't that what
I
you said
know.
the other day?
Yeah, because I heard an NFL analyst say this, coach. He's like, for a game like this, he said, you just want to make sure that you're kicking at the end of the drive, whether it's kicking a field goal at minimum or punting at minimum. He's like, that's what you want to be doing. Obviously,
That's
more,
what hurt
more,
Miami.
yeah,
If Miami don't get that punt block, they win the game.
Yep.
If
Or
he
if you
don't,
make the field goal, they win the game.
Coach, he fielded the punt on the 5, on the 4.
Well,
yeah,
things like that, oftentimes, I would tell our returners to do the same thing because one thing I don't want the ball is on the 1. So if you can give us some breathing room, I'm okay with that.
yeah,
But, just as long as you know the trajectory of the football.
yeah.
But like and the punter did a bad job of
He
weaving
took
to
too
the right.
long.
He
Yeah.
weaved to the right to the block point. So that was the one mistake. But I mean, if they don't get that block punt, Miami win the game easily. And I picked them to win the game because I knew how good they were on defense. And
Yeah,
I
he
knew they
sound
could
like
run the
me.
football.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Coach. So check this
Hmm.
out, Coach. I just got a message from one of our listeners.
Yep.
You kind of glossed over that not only did you give Jackson State a 7-piece, but you gave Romo a 7-piece. We're talking about Tony Romo.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, I know, but the fans
Hmm.
don't know.
Oh, they ain't
No,
know
because
that?
no, everybody don't know that, That's what I mean. That's why we got to tell the story.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Eastern Illinois, Tony Romo. Yep.
Yeah, break
yeah,
That's
that down
right,
for us,
man.
Coach. Give us that play-by-play.
Yeah, I mean, the year before in 2000, my first time, that was actually my first start on the road. And we jumped up on these guys, man, and they came back roaring back. And mind you, we played these guys back to back years at their home stadium. And their football stadium field, when you play these guys there, man, at the time they didn't have field turf. It was like a freaking cake
Mudbo.
being baked on the field during
yeah,
that time because that's how much
that real
paint they
concrete.
had. Yeah, they had paint everywhere on the field. The grass was all messed up. But man, we took them Tennessee State Tigers up there with some track stars, and we got after them pretty good. But that next year in 2001, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm from Mississippi, right? So
In
hey, that was my first time playing in
the
Illinois
snow.
in late October, November. So I was dressed like Jesus the Snowman out there, man. I had so many clothes on. You'd have thought I was 250, 300 pounds. But the next year I figured it out and knew how to handle it. But we lit them up then too. And then the next year in 2001, yeah, I hit him for 5 touchdowns and ran for 2, 5 in
Yeah.
the air. and then ran for 2 of them. So they caught a 7-piece different, but they got a 7-piece all flat. Yeah,
He's all flat. Oh,
Good deal,
yeah,
good deal. All right,
no
coach.
doubt.
And the last thing with championship weekend for NFL, we got the AFC championship. We got Patriots, Broncos, Broncos playing without Bo Nix. But I still say this: Jared Stidham, he's been in the NFL long enough, and he had his first year with Josh McDaniels, and then they trade him, he moves on, and now he's with Sean Payton, who's the EIU guy,
Hmm.
and I'm still saying that I think that Sean Payton can get Jared Stidham to figure some stuff out and play some winning football, So would
Yep.
you agree with that, or are you just like, nah? Patriots defense is quietly great because everyone's looking at Seattle and they were looking at Houston and they were looking at the Chargers and the Rams, right? So what are your thoughts on that game?
I'll say this, man. New England defense ain't quietly great. They are great. And when the tournament first came out, I picked New England to go to the Super Bowl because I said it'll be not necessarily go to the Super Bowl to win it. Because I said between
Houston,
Houston, New England, and Denver, they're gonna represent the AFC, non-negotiable, because their
non-negotiable.
defense is legit. You know what I mean? And
What make them
all
legit? What make them legit? Like, what's some things that most people don't notice that the coach noticed?
well, one, they personnel. They got some guys up front who can get to the quarterback. Two, scheme. They got a really good scheme on all phases of the defenses. Meaning Denver does. Shout out to my man there too as a D coordinator, and then New England does, and then even Houston. They got some dudes. So that's why I said their defense is the best defense in the NFL or in the LC period.
Does that go? Does
But
that go with the being the Vrabel and D'Amico being former like all time players? Do you see that translate?
yeah, I do. I think it does translate, and I think the way they communicate with their players and things like that, man, I think it goes a long way and carry a lot of weight as well. But yeah, those guys, man, they know how to put their guys in the right situation, in the right position to do good stuff. But yeah, when that tournament came out, I said it'd be. My two picks was in the AFC represented was either Houston and or New England, as long as the quarterbacks don't screw it up. Well, Houston quarterback screwed it up, and now that's why they're not there in the tournament, still in the tournament. And Drake may have done a good job of
Of
keeping
not
them
screwing it
afloat.
up.
Yeah,
Yep.
or not screwing it up. And so I think New England should win the game. This has nothing to do with Stenham or his name. I forget his name.
Jared
It has
Stidham,
nothing to
yeah.
do. Yeah, it has nothing to do with him from a quarterback perspective. I think New England has the better team defensively, and then offensively, I think that's the part that canceled it out as well.
Yeah.
Do you think the home field advantage play anything in Colorado that area? They don't give them a little edge or nah?
Nah, not in this league, man.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, it's knuck if you buck.
So,
You
so
go out
I
there
feel
and
you.
do
I
your
feel you.
thing.
I
Good
You
feel
deal,
you.
good
know,
deal.
yeah,
Good deal,
you know
good
what you're
deal.
getting into.
Heck yeah. So real
Yeah,
quick,
go
so real
ahead,
quick, I'm
Randall.
gonna
You
go to
got
you,
some more?
Flim. I didn't get a chance to ask you NFC Championship game. Who you rolling with?
Uh, uh, I don't care. And then the AFC, I don't care. I don't want to see any of these things, to be honest with you. I mean,
Uh,
I want to watch it. It's cool. But if you're thinking about what's in front of us, we got like 4 or 5 of the best players in the NFL not playing in the doggone championship. We don't have no Burrow. We don't have no Mahomes. We don't have no
That's what
Jackson.
make it
You
good,
And
coach.
that's
know,
the beauty of it.
That's what make it good.
nah, man. See, listen, I like superstars. When I go out at night coaching, you know how I do. I become Ric Flair. You know, it's the
Woo!
superstar thing for me. You know what I mean? And so, to have the championship, and I know you guys are purists, and I'm just teasing, just having a little fun tonight. But it feels. Let's just think about growing up and as a kid, and you looked in the playoffs, and you didn't see Emmett Smith, or
Joe
you didn't see
Montana.
Dion or Joe Montana.
Yeah.
it has that feel of, are we really going to watch Jarrett Stidham
Yes.
in the championship game?
Yes.
Drake
And
May.
that's the beauty of it, man. It's like my man with the Eagles a few years ago.
Thank you, Nick Foles, baby.
Yeah, Nick Foles. Like for them to do what they did with the
Shock the
Eagles,
nation.
that was a huge story. And the same thing. I mean, you talking about Indiana winning the national championship in college football.
They go down in history, coach. Them
They go
kids can
down
go
in
back
history, man.
they can go back to their university anytime.
Yeah. So even in
Well,
the NFL, to not see, to your point, the superstars, that means they gotta raise their level of play, man.
Somebody got to step up.
Somebody gotta
okay.
step
All
up.
right. So I'm about to pose this to you guys since you guys are enjoying this. Okay. If it's a doggone Jarrett Stidham led Broncos team in the Super Bowl against Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, what kind of Super Bowl party is that?
Well, how about this? Was Tom Brady known when his first Super Bowl?
Tell them, coach.
Well, I
Tell them,
mean,
coach. You got to start somewhere.
I'm just
I mean,
saying, Tom
yeah,
Brady then becomes Tom Brady into that first Super Bowl,
Go
right.
and
read. Go
everyone,
read the
no one,
story.
no one thought Tom Brady was gonna go in and win a Super Bowl that year. How about Trent Dilfer?
Yeah,
Nobody pitched Trent Dilfer to go out and win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Especially not my man Nick Foles.
right.
So that's why football is the ultimate team sport. That's why
Okay,
it's the ultimate team sport, man. In basketball, if Goat James get hurt, you could call it a wrap.
right.
Or if that key player in basketball, you talking about only one dude. But in football, if one dude get hurt, hey, you better still bring your lunch pail, your hard hat, and your work boots, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let me.
Yeah.
So since y'all over here shaking y'all head about all this happiness
So we love
about all
football,
this
coach.
stuff, yeah, I love football
We
too.
love
I love
football.
football. I watch it too. But tell me this: any of y'all name now, and Coach Harris, you're out of this question,
He
okay?
can
Because of course,
no.
no. This is for my crew that watches football when I watch it. He watches football 24/7. That's not fair. But can y'all name an offensive starter for the Broncos right now
I
that y'all
can't.
know? That Jarrett Stidham is the quarterback. Okay, so we just know that because they're reporting it. But just name one starter on the
But
Broncos
you
offense.
know what I can tell you? I
Okay.
can tell you, hey, they got Sean Payton dialing them plays up, and they keeping people off. They got people off balance. They got their defense off balance. And I know that
Yeah.
the
I
linebackers
mean,
from the Broncos was hitting.
I know they
I don't know
defensive
no names,
players.
but you're right.
I know they got Pat Surtain the second.
Yeah.
They got Greenlaw at
I
linebacker.
know Patrick
Yeah.
Tane, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the wide receiver from
Sutton.
Cortland Sutton.
Sutton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch regardless. I'm just saying it's a tough
yeah.
one. No Jalen Hurts. None of the guys. You ain't got the Cowboys in. The Packers not in. It's just.
Hey man,
I'm going
Patriots
Seahawks and
are a
Broncos.
staple, man. My Patriots are a
I'm
staple,
going
baby.
Seahawks and Patriots.
Yeah, man. So Ballard, who you got? You got Seahawks and Patriots. Okay.
Seahawks and Patriots, man.
Yeah.
Defense
So-
win championship.
so for
Or maybe
me-
a rematch of the Patriots and the Rams.
Yeah. So this is what I got, right? I said obviously I'm going with the Patriots.
Can't count out Stafford though.
But as a Patriot fan, this is why I tell any Patriot fan, I'm like, don't forget, when we go to Denver, stuff gets different for us. So lock in. You can't play around. Like I've watched this in regular season and playoff games in Denver where stuff just went different.
Missed
Yeah,
Right?
the
last year,
last
Patriots.
time this happened, it was the sheriff and against Brady. So, and
Yeah.
as in Peyton Manning. So, and Peyton got the best of them, and they went on and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So the last time this AFC Championship was a matchup with Denver versus the Patriots. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be an exciting matchup. Yeah, I wish Bo Nix was healthy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, Stenham, he's still been in the league for a while. And this guy, at the same time, I think whoever said it, like Peyton Manning gonna dial, I mean not Peyton Manning, but Sean Payton
Sean
gonna
Payton
dial it
dialed
up.
Yeah.
And those guys defensively gonna be ready to play.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
And to have their backup quarterbacks back So
Yeah,
we're gonna
man.
see, man. We're gonna see. They're gonna be chomping at the bit, man. We got a bad, and I'm sure you guys probably dealing with it. I know Ballard probably dealing with it. Some bad ice storm and stuff
Bro,
like
I
that,
just
man.
I
So
just packed up my whole truck. I had to drive to the farm to get the generator, get the little
yeah,
wood stove just in case the generator. Man, I've been traveling
yeah,
all day, coach, trying to
Woo.
get ready for
yeah.
we
Well,
supposed to get
man.
20 inches.
Well, man, look here,
So
man. Like I said, hey, I definitely appreciate you, Coach Harris, for getting on Uproar
no
tonight,
doubt,
man.
bro.
It's
Hey,
been a pleasure to hear some of these great stories, and we're gonna keep this trash talk going. From all the way up
No
until
doubt,
when the game
no
kicks
doubt.
off, man. We gonna look forward to it, and
hey,
we're
Coach
gonna even
Harris,
get on a
what
couple
you
J
got for
State
the boys?
guys,
Huh?
What
as
you
well
got for the
too.
boys, coach?
So with that being
Man,
said, like I said, I
Oh,
want to thank y'all. Like I said, this is Upper Radio
Reno trying
Show.
to cut us off.
Tune
Hold up,
in
Reno.
next week on Tuesday. We're gonna have another great legend guest. Be on the lookout for those individuals. So tap in with us. This Upper Radio Show. We are out.
no doubt, man. Appreciate you guys, bro. Salute to you guys.
Appreciate you, coach.
No, that
Yes,
thanks, bro.
sir. No doubt, no doubt.
I was trying to get the sign off message for the boys, Reno.